What's the word, everyone? How are you? I'm your host, TheWordPlay, and today's very special Halloween episode we'll be talking about... What was that? Oh, it's not Halloween? Oh, my bad. In that case... Oh, what's the word? Merry Christmas, everyone. In today's special Christmas episode, we're going to be looking at... It's not Christmas either? One more sec. New Year's special? I guess I did miss out on all the holidays to do specials on, huh? Well, here's my review of Pumpkin Jack. So last year in October, I was scrolling through Twitter when I found this tweet from Dude, who you subscribe to, by the way. At first, I thought this was like a Fortnite thing, but I was curious, so I decided to look more into it, and sure enough, it turned out that this was a new 3D platformer called Pumpkin Jack. I'm a huge fan of 3D platformers, if you couldn't already tell from the Spiral 2 video. And with this game being a Halloween themed video game really piqued my interest, because outside of survival horror games, you don't really see a whole lot of games themed around a particular holiday. Or two in this case, if you're like me and you went with the Christmas theme because it reminds you of Nightmare Before Christmas, which has a PS2 game called Ogie's Revenge, which is kind of like Devil May Cry, and I love Devil May Cry. Let me know if you'd like me to cover this game. Wait, where was I going with this again? Pumpkin Jack is an indie game developed by one guy, Nicolas Monosier. I'm so sorry if I totally butchered your name, by the way. With help from Adrian Lucas, who helped with porting and UI work on the game. On their website, they list the games that inspired the creation of Pumpkin Jack were Medieval and the Jak and Daxter series. Now, I love the Jak and Daxter series, but I haven't played much of Medieval myself, so if anything, this actually reminds me more of Def Jr. on the PSP if anyone else ever played that game. You play as Jack, the soul of a trickster summoned by the devil to defeat the wizard and stop him from saving the Boredom Kingdom and allowing them to live their peaceful lives. Along your way, you're accompanied by an owl and a cowardly crow who will guide you in your journey and aid you in the field, respectively. So in other words, you play the bad guys in this game. I can't think of a whole lot of mascot platformers that allow you to play the role of the villain, but since this is a Halloween game, what good is there playing a goody two-shoes? Man, playing Pumpkin Jack totally brings me back to playing the 3D platformers of the PS2, GameCube, and Xbox era. Like, this is the type of game that I would have caught on G4 TV in like a review or a trailer on Cinematech, and would have ran to my nearest EB Games to pick up a copy for myself just because it looked so cool. You can tell the developer is a huge fan of platformers because there's a lot of things that this game does right. I mean, you've got a satisfying combat system that isn't too overly complicated nor gets in the way of platforming, a really sick art style, and a straightforward story with a colorful cast of characters. I really like how this game is presented. Oh, what I really love is how in the intro and some of the cutscenes are presented in sort of a storybook sort of style. I think it's really cool. I also really enjoy the writing and dialogue in this game. Like the main character, Jack, for example, is often fed up with everyone he comes across and just wants to get a move on. Kind of reminds me of Grim from the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Oh yeah, then there's this skin salesman that you come across throughout the game, and I swear he always manages to crack me up with his dialogue. It's just so strange and shady. He kind of gives off that Resident Evil 4 merchant vibe. Let's talk about the bosses really quick. Now they are super fun in this game, and they really give you a sense of being like big and imposing. The boss fights themselves are really intense, so you really gotta be on your toes when you're going up against these guys. And with each win, you get a new weapon from that boss, adding to your arsenal. I think my personal favorite was, funny enough, the blunderbuss. There's something about being able to pull off combos while shooting a gun. It really reminds me of the Jak 2 influence that this game has. Pumpkin Jack also supports collectibles, which are these crow skulls which you can trade with the previously mentioned skin salesman to get some pretty sweet digs for Jack here. As you can see, I stuck with the Santa outfit throughout most of the game, which was actually part of a free update, which not only added a costume, but also added some pretty neat things in the game, such as whenever you wear the costume, it creates snow effects on all the levels, and it also adds a new collectible in the game, which are presents. And when you collect enough of them, you get to read Jack's letters to Santa to know what he always wanted for Christmas. Oh yeah, another collectible in this game are these Gramophones hidden in the levels. That, once collected, cause Jack to get loose. Speaking of music, dude, let me tell you, the soundtrack on this game slaps. This was composed by Johann Jaeger. I hope I pronounced your name right. And dude, this soundtrack, it reminds me so much of a Tim Burton movie, and I'm all for it. It's so good. Just take a listen to one of the Minecraft sections in the game. So anyway, y'all, if you're into 3D platformers, don't let this game creep past you. It's about 6 hours long, and at the time of this recording, it is currently going for $29.99, and in my opinion, it is worth every penny. It's currently available on Switch, PC, Xbox, and pretty soon a PS4 version is going to be coming on the way. Thank you so much for watching my review of Pumpkin Jack. If you'd like to see more reviews, let me know down in the comments below, as well as subscribe to the channel and hit that bell. If you're looking for a church to be a part of, I'm part of a non-denominational international church. Down in the description below will be a link to our church locator on our website. If studying the Bible sounds interesting to you, let me know down in the comments and we can set up something through Discord. One last thing, want to let you know that I do stream here on YouTube and on Twitch, so catch me live if you're able to. Anyways guys, till next time.